YouTube is the biggest social media platform in the country, and, perhaps, the most misunderstood. Over the past few years, the Google-owned platform has become a media powerhouse where political discussion is dominated by right-wing channels offering an ideological alternative to established news outlets. And, according to new research from Penn State University, these channels are far from fringe, they're the new mainstream, and recently surpassed the big three U.S. cable news networks in terms of viewership. The paper, written by Penn State political scientists Kevin Munger and Joseph Phillips, tracks the explosive growth of alternative political content on YouTube, and calls into question many of the field's established narratives. It challenges the popular school of thought that YouTube's recommendation algorithm is the central factor responsible for radicalizing users and pushing them into a far-right rabbit hole. The authors say the thesis largely grew out of media reports, and hasn't been rigorously analyzed. The best prior studies, they say, haven't been able to prove that YouTube's algorithm has any noticeable effect. We think this theory is incomplete, and potentially misleading, Munger and Phillips argue in the paper. And we think that it has rapidly gained a place in the center of the study of media and politics on YouTube because it implies an obvious policy solution, one which is flattering to the journalists and academics studying the phenomenon. Instead, the paper suggests that radicalization on YouTube stems from the same factors that persuade people to change their minds in real life, injecting new information, but at scale. The authors say the quantity and popularity of alternative, mostly right-wing, political media on YouTube is driven by both supply and demand. The supply has grown because YouTube appeals to right-wing content creators, with its low barrier to entry, easy way to make money, and reliance on video, which is easier to create and more impactful than text. This is attractive for a lone, fringe political commentator, who can produce enough video content to establish themselves as a major source of media for a fan base of any size, without needing to acquire power or legitimacy by working their way up a corporate media ladder, the paper says. According to the authors, that increased supply of right-wing videos tapped a latent demand. Rather, the audience already existed, but they were constrained by limited supply. Other researchers in the field agree, including those whose work has been cited by the press as evidence of the power of YouTube's recommendation system. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.